Today we're going to be looking at NoRedInk, and NoRedInk is an online interactive grammar service. I'm going to be using a paid subscription version, but the free version is very similar to this in content. The paid version just has a little bit more content, but going through the mechanics, finding lessons, it all works the same. Now, in order to sign in with this, I would suggest signing in or creating an account, linking your school Google account. That way you won't have to keep up with a separate password. You can just log in with that Google information. That'll be the easiest thing. Also, your students for creating these accounts, it's going to be the easiest thing to do to create these accounts with their school Google accounts as well. So I'm already logged in, and I'm going to walk you through how to create a class and then an assignment on here, and then how to look at the results. So I already have a class set up down here, and if you notice, it gives us a class code. So in order for students to join your class, it's a class code system. They just type in the code, and they're a part of your class. But if you need to add a class, you just simply click Add the Class. You name the class and then select the grade level. That is it. That's all you have to do. It's a very simple process, very easy, very quick. Now, going on to assignments, you'll notice up here at the top, you have these tabs. I'm going to click on assignments. It'll show me the list of assignments that I've already created. And then right here in the middle, it tells me create an assignment. It also has select a class. I only have one class. It's not a big deal, but if you have more than one class, you'll need to select the class first and then hit create an assignment. The first thing that it'll ask you to do is what type of assignment this is. And you'll only have a few options. I have a little bit more since I have the paid subscription. But for the most part, you're probably going to want it to be practice, where you're just practicing these grammatical issues. You're practicing their grammar. So I'm going to select practice. And then total points for the assignment. I'm just going to select this worth 25 points. And then select content. This goes through all the topics that I can select from. The paid version will be obviously more encompassing than the free version, but the free version still has a lot to offer. So I'm going to click on the active and passive voice. But if you notice, there are multiple parts here that include a lot of things. And then it also tells you how many topics you've selected and then the estimated time. So if I'm looking at this going, well, I don't want my students to take 75 minutes to do this or 150 minutes to do this, then I'm going to take away the part 3 and the part 2, and we're only going to focus on part 1, 30 to 60 minutes. So the estimate comes in handy because it lets you know kind of how long you can expect this to take. So I can expect this to take about a class period, maybe less, so I need to plan other things with that. So I just hit done selecting when I'm done. And even if I want to add more and I've forgotten, went ahead and finished up, I just hit add more and it takes me right back to that same screen. Now I need to add my title. So I'm going to just title it active and passive. And I want them to start on it right away. So as soon as I assign this practice, I want it to start right away. And then the due date, well, I want to make it due, let's say, today. And it'll be due at the end of the day, so 11:59 p.m. So they can go home and do it. I can also allow late submissions. And then I just hit create practice. And that is all I have to do. If I want to view what this is going to look like, I can hit preview. And this is kind of what the students will see. They begin here, and then they start with the practice. They go to the lesson, quiz me, and then go throughout. Here's the other part that is pretty exciting. They select these interests when they sign in. So the things that they are the most interested in, they select. So whether it's Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, The Lion King, it will use those specific characters whenever they're giving these assignments. So like this, select the active voice verb in the sentence below. So Timon wandered by the carnival after lunch. So if you know Lion King, Timon is in The Lion King. it makes it a lot more engaging for the students to read the sentence whenever they kind of have some tie-in with it, some interest in it. So that's pretty neat for that. Now, going back to No Red Ink. So you can click on the No Red Ink button right there at the top, their icon, and it takes you back to that previous screen. Once they are completely done, it will take them to this active or passive voice. And so it works through. They have to fill in all of these bubbles before it moves them on. It gives you the option to also view as a student. So if you're even wondering what they're going to see on their end, I can click View as a Student, and then this is exactly what I would see. Now, I've got these things already pre-assigned. A lot of these things were assigned, but this is the last one that I assigned, so it's going to show up at the very top. So that's just a neat thing. Now, I want to return to the teacher's homepage so that I can see the teacher side. And if I click on the assignments, it gives me some data here. So I can look at the data here, view performance. Since I don't have any students done, it won't show me, but this part shows you a lot of the data piece for how the students are doing in each of these things. And you can reassign this as many times as you want to, and you can assign a quiz. The data piece of it, it looks almost identical to that, except it'll track progress and growth and all that. The only thing with growth is you have to give the diagnostic test. So in order to track growth, you do have to give those things. But hopefully this will be a helpful tool for you. I know that this is the free version, but the free version is still really, really good for helping make grammar more engaging within the classroom. Because I'm sure it's something that students don't look forward to and can be one of the most disengaging topics. But hopefully this tool will help you reach those students that really don't care about their grammar.